Hey guys, we're the Wine Brothers. Here's another Let's Listen to Children video.
This episode, Donald Trump!
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into Manhattan.
Wait, a small loan of $1 million?
I have no perspective. I've never seen an allowance over $20 a week. $1 million? That's an outrageous amount of money. Never mind the 17 trillion that, the government is in debt and stuff like that.
We have very stupid people in our country negotiating for us, and we have leaders that don't know what they're doing.
Like yourself?
He's talking about himself. Thank you for understanding me, Trump.
Oh, how cute. Both girls had the same reaction. What are the chances? What are the chances?
$505 billion. We're going to lose that. $505 billion. And by the way, I don't like this mic. No, this mic is terrible. Stupid mic keeps popping.
What?
Why are you talking about a microphone?
He's like a 5-year-old. He throws tantrums about, stupid things.
I don't really think that was a tantrum by any means. The tantrum would be going off and ranting and raving about something, yelling about it and stuff, making one comment about, I don't like this microphone, it's terrible, it keeps popping. That's not throwing a tantrum. That's saying what you think about how something isn't being good. Who doesn't want to use a good microphone so they can have good speeches, recorded well? So,
That there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
Whoa. This guy is mean.
personally, I think it's pretty funny. Because it's like, what? It's the cat got your tongue, say it. You got something to say, go ahead and say it. What are you stuttering for? Do you have a stuttering problem? Because I'm not trying to make fun of you if you do, but, why can't you say what you want to say? I know, see, sometimes I have my little wishy-washy moments, but everyone does, so it's like, we're not making fun of that or anything else, but if you have something to say, then just say it. What's so hard about that?
If he talked to me that way, I would literally slap him. I don't care who he is.
You don't get to hit people. You don't get to hit people. Didn't your parents teach you? You don't get to hit people.
Somebody should run against John McCain. I supported him. He lost. He let us down. But, he lost. So I never liked him as much after that, because I don't like losers.
Oh my God. So you shouldn't like yourself then.
The Wine Brothers want us to believe that's a legitimate, authentic comment from that child. Well, there you go. What a childish insult. Oh, I'm rubber and you are glue, so whatever I say bounces off me and sticks to you. That's essentially what that kid just did. Pretty childish insult, trying to say that he's the pot calling the kettle black. Insinuating that he's a loser. That's not childish.
He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Oh my God, that's so mean!
Because he was captured.
You don't really joke about that kind of stuff. It's really serious.
John McCain is a war criminal that supported plans that involve the bombing of assets that are illegal to bomb under the Geneva Convention because of humanitarian rights and how it, led to the death of 500,000 people. So, I mean, he's kind of a war criminal and a very bad person. So I don't think what Donald Trump said was mean about him. I think that he's a war criminal, John McCain, and that he's a bad person that supports genocide.
One of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
That is so rude. He speaks his mind, but his mind isn't right.
I disagree. I think his mind is right on a lot of issues, like illegal immigration, protecting the borders, healthcare choices not just being dictated and mandated by the government, our Second Amendment rights being supported, even though in the past he did support the assault weapons ban. But I think with some logic and reason, he can come to see how illogical that is, in that assault weapon is just a boogeyman word used to scare people about guns that look more scary because of Hollywood stereotypes, even though they have the exact same capacity and function of guns that have wooden parts and, don't look like scary assault weapons, according to what people have been led to believe based on, those descriptors. So I think he's right on a lot of things.
I don't want him for president. If he becomes president, I'm moving to Canada.
Okay, you're a little girl, so like your opinion doesn't matter, thank goodness. And, oh, you want to move to Canada, I'll help you pack, I will drive you there, never come back then, please. If that is your opinion, just get out of America right now. You do not deserve to be here. Love it or leave it. And just so you know, loving it means standing up for your rights, standing up for the Constitution, fighting for the rights of others, and doing what's right, being an American, being a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
Question time!
So do you have any idea who that guy is?
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
The worst person in the whole entire world.
Really? A rapist isn't worse? A murderer isn't worse? Someone that is a pedophile and, molests little children isn't worse? I think there are far worse people in the world, little girl. I don't think that you know much about it. Why would anyone take seriously these statements from these children, these actual children, regardless of whether they're reading a script or not?
A lot of people have comb-overs, but that comb-over, like, you have to know.
It's my hair. Touch it. That's my hair.
I don't wear a toupee. It's my hair. I swear.
That's my hair.
It's my hair.
So from watching these clips, what do you think of this guy?
He's funny. He's a nice guy, but the other people are rude to him. They don't let him talk.
The people supposedly from his party are so mean to him because they're establishment hacks, for the most part. That's why they're attacking him so hard. That's why failed politician lost to Obama Mittens is attacking him now, throwing him under the bus after Trump raised millions for his campaign. So, yeah, people are pretty mean to him.
A lot of people like him only because he says things that other people don't have the courage to say. But sometimes you just gotta keep some certain things in.
No, when people need to hear the truth, you tell it to them. That's just what you do. They'll thank you for it one day.
He just says mean things about other people when he's trying to win president by those people. He's like, you're awful. Vote for me.
Donald Trump hasn't called me awful. He's called the other awful politicians awful. So, what are you talking about, little girl? Oh, a little girl doesn't know what she's talking about.
Not only is he running for president, but he's winning in a lot of the states already for the Republican Party.
That is what liberals do when they can't handle a conversation. They leave, or they tell you to stop talking, and they just... I think he ran away to his safe space, actually.
He's just really racist. If you want to be a president, you shouldn't be racist.
How is he racist? All you people say is, he's racist. And then when we ask for proof, you can't show any, because it doesn't exist. He said that illegal immigrants are committing crimes, they're rapists, they're murderers, and it's true. Why do you think people need to cross the border illegally? Because they have felonies for violent crimes, sometimes rape and murder, and that's why they cross the border illegally, either pay a cartel a few $1,000s or be a mule for drugs. So all he's saying is the truth, and you people calling him a racist are liars, and you should be ashamed of yourselves.
If he's gonna be rude to ladies, he shouldn't be a president.
Hey, little boy, you're a misogynist. You have double standards for women. How egalitarian of you to say that, oh, you can just never be mean to a woman, you can never be mean. I mean, okay, you shouldn't be mean to anyone, but that doesn't mean that you can't rebuke a person regardless of gender. So, double standard, kid, you're being a sexist. Cut it out.
Why do you think people like him?
Probably because they think he's smart.
They're probably just like, oh, I think he would be a good president because he's funny.
I care that he takes action against these nightmare politicians that are ruining our country. I don't care if he's funny or not, little girl.
Everybody is saying a bunch of stuff about him, and that's just making him more popular.
That's right, you adults. Listen to this child. Every time you keep on talking about Donald Trump, you're talking about Donald Trump. If you don't want Donald Trump, then why do you keep talking about Donald Trump?
The people on the news were saying that, he was like feeding into people's fears.
Fear is healthy and logical. If you're not afraid of, bad people, bad things are probably going to happen to you. It's reasonable and logical to have a healthy fear of things that can cause you harm. So even though you shouldn't be paranoid, you should, have a rational fear of things, a healthy fear of things that you know can cause you harm. So illegal immigration, that can definitely cause you harm. These people have felonies potentially. They can be murderers and rapists. So it's not unwise to be more cautious, that that person may befall you harm. So fear is not irrational, it's healthy.
My parents like him because they say he speaks his mind, but I hate him.
He speaks his mind and doesn't really care what people think, but sometimes the thing that's not presidential is what's on his mind.
Burn! I don't have anything else to say really besides that's just kind of sad. Oh, burn! Wow, guys. Good job. Just good job.
And building a wall between the U.S. and Mexico to keep out illegal immigrants. What do you think about these things he wants to do as president?
That's stupid. My friend has a brother that lives in Mexico, so if he puts a wall, they won't be able to come over here.
I'm a child. I've never heard of doors. I've never heard of gates. I've never heard of entry points. This is that's the level of intellectual capacity of this video. This is the level of study that we're engaging in, listening to the children say that if there's a wall, they won't be able to get through. A real great discourse here, guys. Fantastic.
Mexicans coming into the U.S. without having to do anything, when my parents coming from Italy and having to do all this stuff when they don't have to. I mean, that's stupid.
Well, it looks like experience has informed this kid because his parents had to come through the correct way. He recognizes that people doing it the incorrect way are doing a disservice to those people, and they're disrespecting those people and everyone else in this nation. So it seems not all hope is lost, at least for this child.
It does not affect my life whatsoever, and I only care about sports.
I think this video is supposed to be an actual representation of adults, like the Wine brothers are saying here. This is how adults are. Adults are grown children. And see, here are the children speaking just like adults speak now, 'cause that's what adults say. I don't care, it doesn't affect me, I just watch sports. And then I go to work and I don't question anything, and then I complain, and then I come home, and then sports, and I drink beer and get wasted. Wow, it's like, yeah, you guys are grown children. It's pretty crazy. People come on, my channel and stuff trying to insult me for the Ninja Turtles poster that it was on my wall. It kind of fell off, and the glass pane got broken, and I have to buy a new one now. Why am I scratching my nose when I say these things? But so yeah, a lot of adults, they're just kind of grown children. They don't know how to behave properly. They don't know how to treat people with respect. They get upset and they start lashing out with insults, and they just act extremely childish. So if that was the point of this video, to show how adults behave by having children exemplify those behaviors through their statements, regardless of whether they're true or false, or legitimate or not, as in scripted or not, bravo. Well, job well done.
I don't really care because I somewhat trust the adult.
She's catching on. She somewhat trusts the adult because she's told that a little fairy comes and takes teeth from under her pillow and gives her money, and then mommy and daddy say, oh hey, that was just a lie. But don't be upset about it, because sometimes people play pretend and they just lie to their children, and it's acceptable, kind of like Satan Claus, the man who dresses in red, and if you do good things all year, then you'll get presents. Do good things and get rewarded, because that's how life works, right? No, that's not what the Bible says, and that's not what Jesus says. So I think that it's not a really good thing to lie to your children, and this girl realizes it. That's why she only half trusts the adults, and rightfully so, because sometimes scientists are paid to lie about facts of things so that companies can continue to make money off of things that are harmful to people's health, for instance. So yeah, you're pretty correct, little girl. The adults only half trust anyone ever. That includes me. Verify the things that I say.
It matters a lot, because the president can remove laws, he can make new laws.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, maybe these people should watch some Schoolhouse Rock, the I am just a bill, sitting here on Capitol Hill, and I'm waiting to be made into a law. It's so like, I don't know, maybe they should just watch some Schoolhouse Rock, because they don't seem to be very informed, if I haven't already made that pretty clear.
Who rules our country is gonna affect us because we're pretty much the next generation and we're gonna have the country next.
No, you're like 12 years old. I'm 26. I can be a congressman or a senator now because you have to be 25 to be able to do that, and I'm pretty sure you have to be 35 to be the president. So you're not the next generation by any stretch of the imagination. You're so wrong. It's funny. It's laughable. This whole video is a joke. Not my video right here, the Wine Brothers video. I know you're liberal tricks, guys. Don't try and play those games with me.
So going back to Donald Trump, there are people that think that he shouldn't be running for president because they think he isn't qualified. He had his own board game once.
This is how I make myself stupider. Oh, I can't believe things. Oh my gosh. That's such a ridiculous fact. Oh God. Oh, my brain cells. Oh, I gotta get rid of that one. Oh, self-harm. Oh, self-harm. Can't deal with the reality. Hurt myself.
I like people with a different background, but I also want someone who's more into politics.
You need experience to become president. If you have no experience, something's gonna go wrong.
He does have experience raising millions of dollars for politicians like throw him under the bus, backstab Mittens Romnicus. And he has experience, with business.
Last question. Do you think Donald Trump is going to become the president?
No.
I don't think he'll win.
Fingers crossed he's not.
No. Or at least I'm hoping.
I pray to God, no.
Donald Trump will not be our next president.
Yes, but I don't think he should.
Everyone in my house is guaranteeing it, so I have to.
Might, but there's no telling. I mean, anything could happen.
Ha, gotcha, guys. Look at our big number 7-point differential. It's so huge. So huge. There's no way that he'll ever be able to win. Yeah, no, I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win because I see how scared everyone else is and how desperately they're trying to attack him and bring him down. How they're buying all the tickets, or not buying, excuse me, how they're taking all the tickets that are free for the upcoming Trump rally on Friday the... It is the 11th. On Friday the 11th at UIC, and they are trying to make it so that we, legitimate Trump fans, will not be able to go to the event. I'm going to be there protesting their counter-protest, so I'm going to have a counter-protest, and we're going to have all sorts of fun, so yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. These videos by the Wine Brothers are ridiculous. They're probably going to try to sue my pants off for making a reaction video because, hey, our React format is so exclusive to us. Only we can make videos. And if you ever use our content, we're gonna sue you. So, yeah, until next time, keep on watching, buy my album, all that stuff. Keep it real.